Hey all, Akasan here, walking and talking. Instead of playing Pokemon Go, I decided to do YouTube. Yo, let's make a video. Let's talk about the after effects of Comic-Con here. Of what you guys all thought, like who won Comic-Con. Personally, I think that bullshit is stupid. Like, people are like, who won Comic-Con? And like, I saw some people on Twitter talking about, all right, DC knocked it out the park. Marvel, what you got next? Fucking just trying to stir up this bullshit. Like, it's kind of annoying. You can't be a fan of both. You gotta pick one or the other. I don't know. That shit is really lame for fuckboys, baby. And that being said, you can't dislike, as a reactor, you can't dislike a property. I thought that was kind of interesting, or at least dislike a trailer. So my takeaway from Comic-Con here, is my lasting impression here was the most impressive thing I saw was the Wonder Woman trailer. The Wonder Woman trailer, I thought, for whatever reason, it was fun. I think maybe it was just I don't know, the introduction of color. It wasn't so dark. It looked gothic and dark where it needed to be, but bright and like, yo, in your face where it should be, like Paradise Island, or what's it called? The mascara. That, like that. So Wonder Woman really was the standout thing. Suicide Squad, you know, I rack up Suicide Squad as something of more or less like last year, but I mean, I'm fine with what I saw. I mean, I'm not too fine with it in terms of spoilerish plot development, but it was fine. The Justice League stuff, it's promising. And what I will say is, since I spent the 3 hours watching BVS last night, the Ultimate Edition, for the first time, Ultimate Edition, I think the good thing, the first look, the footage from the Justice League film actually helped me sort of be okay with Batman v Superman. I didn't really like the movie, but at least I don't really despise it as much, because it doesn't, at least I know it's not a hopeless sort of point. Like, if the changes weren't made to Justice League, I would have hated BVS even more, the Ultimate Edition, because that shit was just over the top with what Snyder was doing. But since they've made changes, I'm kind of like, now I just kind of look at BVS as a sort of reflection, a point in time of the history of the new DCU, or DCEU. So it made it, watching it, a little bit better. I was just like, God, it's kind of like when you're watching it, you're like, oh God, remember when they were doing all this shit and Batman was out of control and shit? So it was a little bit better. That's the good point of JLU, the movie and such. The Doctor Strange one, the trailer, I think with Doctor Strange, it was just the timing. That was the problem. It came out, if it came out before I saw the DC stuff, I might have enjoyed it a little bit more. Because it came out after, I was just kind of already burnt out and working full-time job, come home, and that wasn't really doing it for me. It wasn't really anything special with that particular movie, especially because it was just following the typical Marvel formula. Reminded me a lot of when I saw the Ant-Man trailers toward the end, or the movie. So overall, my takeaway was Wonder Woman being the biggest thing to sort of be the most impressive thing out of the bunch, out of the lot. Red Dreaded Nation, let me know, because I'm getting to a crowded area now. You guys let me know what's up. What do you guys think? What movie do you think, or what footage you saw stood out? Oh, and the Flash stuff. I think of all the things that I watched, it was the Flash stuff that got me, I suppose, the most excited. Yeah, the most excited. But then after, you know, honestly, after my LA trip in a few days, I might just take a break from all of it, because you can hit that kind of plateau where everything starts to look the same and everybody expects you to be hyped and go gaga and start crying and shit for every little piece of footage. But some things just don't work like that sometimes. That doesn't make me less of a fan. I had a good point, but it doesn't make me less of a fan. It just means you can't fake your energy like that. Alright guys, I'm done. Let me know what you guys think about Comic-Con, okay? And I'm out. Peace.